I have with me Mr. Keshav Rao. Your resignation as BRS MP. I'll ask you whether it's a strategic decision on the part of the Congress as well, because with this, they get an extra number in the Rajya Sabha so that they get some cushion in the Rajya Sabha. Because after the 2024 elections, with Mr. K.C. Venugopal and Deepinder Huda resigning, the number had come down to a perilous 26. And now it gives them an opportunity.
Quite possible they might get that strategic advantage out of it, but I didn't intend that at all, because I have been thinking when I wanted to go back to Congress. I have spent more than 55 years in Congress, 10 years BRS, because for Telangana, and I said the day I left, I wrote to Madam saying the Congress is the greatest party in the country. There is no alternative, Tina effect. But there is no substitute to my Telangana, because I am committed to Telangana. So I had to now choose. I face the dilemma, but I have to choose between the people's struggle for Telangana or my own party and my own self. So I went to struggle. Now that Telangana is achieved, I think I must go back home. Last days, I think I should be in Congress. That was my strategy. Now, by that, if strategically they are gaining something, then I should not be blamed.
Okay, 2 more years are left of your term, but you've already been offered an advisor post by the Telangana government. Have you already accepted it, or is the field open for somebody like, say, Mr. Abhishek Singhvi or someone else?
I said, look, Abhishek Singhvi doesn't come into the advisory post, is it not?
Yes.
Advisory post is for the state. Since the very fact they have appointed me immediately, I have some hunch, something tells me that quite possible they would like to have another man. I don't know, Abhishek, you have brought a new name. Quite possible they might do it. But I have not thought of it at all, because I left it. I thought if there is a vacancy, they would give it to me, because my performance has been very good as far as Rajya Sabha is concerned, particularly when I was in Congress. Mrs. Gandhi used to field me in everywhere. Whenever there was an opposition attack, onslaught, I was the person who was fielded. So I thought I would retain. But now that they thought of appointing me into some other post, which I have not yet taken a decision on, so quite possible they might think of it.
We can think of that actually as open-ended still, since you have not accepted this position of advisor yet as well. So it could be possible that you are nominated on behalf of the Congress to finish your term of 2 more years in the Rajya Sabha as well. But what I'm also asking you is, with your resignation, it did raise up that question, because several of those BRS people who are elected leaders in the assembly, of course in the parliament as well, they have not quit and they have joined the Congress. What is your own stand on something like this? Because your own party's manifesto had in fact said that we will amend the anti-defection law to ensure automatic disqualification for any MLA or MP who changes party.
Well, that has not become the law yet. But I strongly feel when the Defection Act came, I had a lot of objections, 31C and other things. Now, so everybody has his own case to put forward. For example, I am taking the example of Kadiyam Srihari. He has not resigned. His daughter contested from Congress. Does not mean he is not BRS. So people might take. Or there could be unattached MLA. You see, I defy my party. The party takes action against me. They can remove me from the seat. So what they will do is they will declare me as an unattached MLA. I still remain in the house. So everybody has his own thing, because as far as the law is concerned, legally. When it is a moral issue, it is common to all. But whether you take that stand or not is good. To say high moral, I don't think there is high morals in this. This is one thing, a moral which is backed by a legal issue.
You have seen Mr. KCR also in both his terms, and he took huge numbers of MLAs, MPs from other parties. Is that a political mistake sometimes? Because you empty out the opposition, you actually leave that space, a political vacuum is created, where you give space for possibly now a BJP or even a Telugu Desam. We have seen Chandrababu Naidu come back and publicly announce that he's going to revive his party here. So you are creating a political vacuum, isn't it, in the Congress?
No, I don't agree with you, because politically this vacuum is not that easily created. Vacuum is created when you become inactive, or your cadre alienate themselves.
I'm not saying within the Congress. I'm saying political vacuum for the opposition space in Telangana.
That also is not that strongly defended. Quite possible it might develop into that, because after all, politics are dynamic. They are not static. And there is a vacuum. The vacuum can be created, but you have your own chance to fight it.
You're someone who saw 10 years of KCR rule in which Telugu Desam and Chandrababu Naidu did not even come here. And now, once again, this announcement, how do you see this development? Of course, the two chief ministers coming together to resolve issues is something that everyone will welcome. But there is a political space also that you're ceding to a political party that virtually did not even contest the elections in November 2023.
No, this is a very ticklish question they have asked. Question is, he has not contested. He really did not have any space here. For last 10 years he was not allowed to come. Thus KCR has been safeguarding his political space. Now this man has come. If his intentions are to create a space for himself, as you are saying, he says he would revive his party, the Congress party has to face it. It is not that vacuum all the time. So somebody would try to fill in the space, if not today, tomorrow. So it is Congress which has to take up the crutches.
As someone who has been a very senior Congress leader and watched the party and politics for so many years, what the present establishment, the Congress establishment here is doing, emptying out the BRS both in the assembly as well as in the council itself, what the strategies that they have adopted to bring those members into your own party. Do you agree with that politics, first of all? And also the fact that within your own, for instance, when the Gadwal MLA came, the Congress incumbent there or person who is the leader there was a public protest at Gandhi Bhavan. Their supporters, Sarita supporters came there and, there is going to be a protest because if you're inducting other talent, your own local talent is going to be ignored. And that is what I understand from many senior Congress leaders, that is that resentment that you're creating different groups.
It all depends on the leader, how to manage it. I know this kind of dissent or resentment always arises, but at the same time, it is for the leader to sort them out.
You are possibly going to be an advisor to the government, so I'm asking you to wear those shoes.
I don't know. It's government. It's a party issue that you are trying to talk. But government runs through the party. So party has to be strengthened. And I think this leader has somehow, I don't think he has created a niche for him in the hearts of people, but is mingling with the cadre so closely that people take him as their own man. There's that kind of a change that I easily see. I've been the closest. I've held high positions in the BRS also. The BRS leadership gave me the importance, and they have done good as far as development is concerned. I can't deny it, only because I have joined Congress. But at the same time, leadership-wise, going to the people, this leadership, the Congress leadership, Revanth Reddy, is doing fine. How much he would be able to maintain it, how he would consolidate it, is left to him.
More than the blow that they received during the assembly elections or even the parliament election, the BRS with the desertions seems to be completely weakened. What is your reading of their political future now?
See, I don't want to commit that BRS to say that they are becoming weakened, but it is very true. There are many reasons why BRS has become weakened, and I have said that in the press already. I have told the party meetings also. It is a party leadership that has alienated themselves from the cadre. Way of behavior, whatever it is, the way of conduct, they have weakened. But at the same time, you can't totally rule it out and say there is no BRS.
So it will continue to occupy that space, you think? Because there is a BJP which is trying to occupy that space as well.
See, look here. Congress has not yet left any big space, vacuum, not space, vacuum. to become a space for somebody to occupy. And if Congress can do well, can understand this particular issue and act, they can do well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So that's Mr. Keshav Rao, very carefully worded about with this experience and the sagacity that has come with the kind of stand that he has taken in politics, saying that it is for the Congress to ensure that that space politically is not occupied by either the TDP or by the BJP or any others. Back to you.